Okay, so here we have the ZoomH6. This recorder has the ability to record out of the X and Y, and that's going to be your left and right channels, or 1 through 4 XLR inputs. So we're going to go ahead and get set up on how to use this. The first thing that you're going to need is your recordable media, so you're going to need an SD card, and that is going to slide into this cavity, and with most SD cards it's pretty much face up. I'm going to input that in and then replace that. This is going to also take 4 AA batteries. I want to make sure that this little ribbon is set, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my batteries on top of that ribbon, because this will allow you or help you pull this out. Okay, great. And then I also want to be careful. This little clip piece can break off really easily, and actually one of them already might be broken off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and power on the unit. The power is going to be this little slide. So I'm going to press and hold that and slide that down until my screen comes on. So there's going to be a couple things that we might end up having to do, like setting the language. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to English. And then I'm going to set the date and time. So I'm going to engage that. All of this menu is going to be done here with this little scroll. And then if I press it in to engage it, that's how it's going to sort of react. So I'm going to go to today's date. Clearly not 2050. And then I'm going to press that button in. And then
So I'm going to select information, press. And if you're turning this on for the first time, go ahead and set it up on the right day and time. Don't skip over this, because then everything will think that you're recording is, from a long time ago. Also, it's going to be in military time, so you might have to look that up, so go ahead and set that correctly. And then don't worry about the settings. And then I'm just going to hit record
to finish that. Great. So now I have this pretty much set up. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to set my record format, and I want that to be a WAV 48 kilohertz file at 24-bit. That's going to give me like something that's maybe comparable to sort of CD quality sound. So I'm going to go into my menu, and I'm going to go down to the record button, which is the red setting, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to record format, and then I'm going to set this to 48 kilohertz 24-bit. I think that's a sort of good medium size that's going to really work for us. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and then I'm going to select the menu button to go back out of here. I'm going to always press menu to back up, and then up and down to sort of control this. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set my folder, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this into folder 1, hit the record button to make that selection. That's going to be all fine, okay? And then this unit can send power to the microphone if I don't have a microphone that can send power. But these Sennheiser MKE 600s are going to be great. I want you to put a battery in here, because this is going to allow us to save a little bit of the battery on this recorder unit, and then we'll sort of be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my microphone, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my XLR, and I'm going to go ahead and plug the female into the male end, and then that's going to snap in, be a nice little thing. And again, this has a little button to release, okay? Now, I like to always set all of my inputs in order. So if I have one microphone, I want to go ahead and I want to put it on the number 1 unit. If I have 2 microphones, I'm going to use 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 4, etc. So I always like to do this in order. So I'm going to go ahead, and you'll see I've got my input here. I'm just going to plug that in to the Zoom. It kind of doesn't really click in. It just sort of stops. So you just want to be aware of that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the channel or the input, excuse me, that I want to use. And let me undo this cable a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that my microphone is on, which it is. So there we go. Beautiful. And then I'm going to select input 1, and you'll sort of see that start to light up. And then I can talk directly into the microphone, and I can see my level go up, check, 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 and down. So what I'm looking for is I want to sort of be under this -12 decibel reading. So as I'm sort of talking in, I don't want to sort of be over peaked, and I don't want to be too low, right? So I want to sort of have this peak in the green on my or under my -12. I also could select this, and I can actually turn on my left and right channel, and you'll see that I can sort of adjust the volume and use these two microphones here. This is really great. And then I can go back to 1, and then I can adjust this up and down so that I can monitor that. Turn that off, and then when I'm ready to record, I just hit the record button, and my first file will be recorded in folder 1, labeled Zoom0001. This should help you get started. All right, can't wait to get going. Gonna go ahead and hit stop to stop recording, and then move on to my next take.